My name is Peter Davies. I'm the Chief Executive of James Lister & Sons Limited, and we're here today at Listertube, which is our tube manipulation division. Listertube is a make-to-print tube manipulation business, so we are producing components to customers' designs in a range of tube materials, primarily mild steel, stainless steel, copper, aluminium, brass, and also some other esoteric materials, whatever the customer needs, in size ranges typically from 4mm up to about 2" in diameter, 50mm. We think Listertube are experts in tube manipulation because we've first of all got a huge amount of experience within the business. Collectively, the guys who run the business have got around about 150 years of tube bending experience. Some individuals have worked in tube bending all their life, 40 years plus. We've also continuously developed our knowledge. We've worked with various universities, undertaken a number of innovations both in the processes and also the ways we actually can bend tube. We try and use the latest technologies wherever possible, and we're always looking to come up with new ideas and work collaboratively with customers to meet their requirements. The sort of challenges we help customers with, first of all, is speed of delivery. So most of our customers are producing either new products in the first instance, or they're working for customers themselves where speed is of the essence. So we're very fast. That's part of our motto, fast, friendly and reliable. But we can also help customers develop designs so that they are productionizable, because even a very qualified designer who perhaps previously hasn't been involved with tube manipulation work can come up with a design that's actually not optimal for manufacture. So if we can get involved early on in the design process, then we can clearly guide people in that direction. We've developed a number of guides that are available on our website to help customers with that. But even if the design is set, then we will find the ways to produce something, even if it's not perhaps the ideal component from a production perspective. We'll find a way to do it, and we'll work with our customers to do that. We cater for a wide range of customers across all sorts of industries, everything from aerospace through to furniture, sports equipment, a lot of hydraulics customers, because that's our background really. We originally come from hydraulics, so we understand that very well and can support in that area. So we produce components in either seamless hydraulic tube, or for a more cost-effective solution where fluid is not going to be going down the tube, then we can produce in ERW, electric resistance welded tube, which offers a more cost-effective solution for many customers. We're also able to support customers right through from prototypes, so just one-offs and or even very small batch production, 2 or 3, that's all they ever want, right through to high volume production of many thousands per week. So we pretty much touch all industries, all types of customer base across the whole of the UK. In terms of the pain points that customers might experience that we can help with, first of all, it is about helping them to get to a component that's very cost effective. We can also help redesign components so that they're more suitable for both for our manufacture, but also to fit into the finished product they've got. We can provide components that have flared ends or all sorts of end forms, so we can put nuts and fittings on the ends to simplify the assembly process for the customer. If it's a hydraulic customer, we can actually provide the complete package, not just of the rigid tube, but also the flexible hose. So the rigid tube obviously gives the advantages of longer life, but the flexible hose is quite often required for machinery that has obviously moving parts, and you need some flexibility. The other sorts of support we can give is we can give visualization help, so that if the project is in the early design stages and the customer can't see exactly what the components are going to look like, we can help with that. Customers are always very welcome to come to our factory and have a look at the sort of things we can offer. For very early stage projects, we can produce short-term 3D printed tooling that can give them an initial product that allows them to finalise their designs. To assist customers before they even start getting into the final stages of producing a design, we've produced a variety of brochures, as you can see here. So these cover our range of offer from, first of all, the full design criteria that they should think about when developing a tube component. We also cover the whole end forming considerations, and then specifically if they would like to use us, or indeed many other tube bending companies, some guidance on the actual diameters and radiuses that they should consider to make the products the most cost-effective possible solution. So these are all available on our website for download. Customers send us inquiries in all manner of forms. Sometimes it can literally be a verbal description. It can be the good old design on the back of a fag packet, just a few sketch notes. Sometimes it's a sample. People will actually bring a tube in that they've maybe bent by hand, or they're adapting from something else. Or we could get a fully fledged CAD drawing or a CAD model indeed. So we can take inquiries in any of those forms. What we'll then do is we'll assess what the customer wants, and we'll immediately go back, normally within 24 hours, and discuss with them any queries and any improvements we could suggest if that's appropriate, and then take the process from there. So Lister as an overall company has been in the hydraulics world for more than 40 years. So in a sister business to Listertube, we've got a huge wealth of knowledge in the hydraulics world. Within Listertube itself, we've got more than 150 years of experience in tube bending. But if I put together our tube bending and our hydraulics experience, it's in the many hundreds, maybe even 1,000 years of experience. So we've got an absolute breadth of knowledge in the hydraulic tube world. This tube bending division has been in operation for around 11 years and has grown from nothing now to quite a very sizable operation, one of the leading tube benders in the country. So if we've got a new inquiry, there's a couple of types of simulation we can do to make sure, first of all, that the tube is something that's feasible for us to bend in the format that the customer's presented it to us. First of all, we've got our own CAD facilities, so we will take the design. If it's already a CAD model, that's great, we can import it straight away. If it needs drawing up, we can do that, and we can look at whether the design is suitable for tube bending as it is, or whether it needs more work. That's the first stage of simulation. The second stage is to then actually simulate on the machine itself. Without having to bend anything, we can simulate the bend process on the machine on a visual screen, and see that there'll be no foul conditions or no problems. If necessary, we can take a video of that and show the customer if that would help them to change the design appropriately if there is a problem. Most of the time there isn't. But obviously we want to get all that right before we even start touching any metal, both for our benefit and the customers. The benefit of simulation is obviously that we're not wasting any material. Like everybody, we're trying to look after the planet, and we don't want to waste time, energy or materials. It also means that we can simulate things without even necessarily having, if it's an unusual tube that we need to buy in for the customer, then we can be doing the simulation even before we've got the material into the building. Although it is worth saying that we hold vast stocks of tubes, so 9 times out of 10 we're already going to have on the shelf the particular tube diameter and material that the customer wants. Yeah, so having a wide range of stock is a real selling point for our business and a real strength, because that means that we can react again very, very quickly. We stock tube across all materials, all sizes. Sometimes if a customer needs something very quickly, they might be able to accept a slight variation from their original requirement, or at least we can make some samples for them so that they can prove out their design. That really is something that many other tube vendors don't do. They will just buy material in against specific order, but we hold a very significant stock holding. And we can also supply loose tube or unbent tube to customers where that's appropriate, for them to maybe make mock-ups and play around with the design as they're developing it, if they prefer to do it that way rather than on a CAD system. Customers should choose Listertube, perhaps compared to some of our competitors, really because of the three values that we constantly espouse, which is fast, friendly and reliable. We're fast because of all the sort of processes that we put in place to allow very rapid quoting, and then once we get the order, we really make sure that we hit the right on time performance for customers. So we run in the very high 90%. Last month it was 98% on time delivery. Obviously we aim for 100. So we're very fast, we're very responsive to customers. We'll go back, we'll give them information, we'll talk to them. If they ring up, they'll get a call back very quickly. We don't just leave things. So we're very fast, we're very friendly. That's really a part of being a family business. That's very important to us. Everyone here loves working in the business, and they really show that to the customers. And finally, reliability. That's absolutely core. Every customer needs and expects that, as they should, but we've really done an awful lot of work to try and make everything just flow nicely. We're ISO 9001 accredited, and also 14001 and 45001. So we put a lot of effort into making the company very professional, very reactive, very friendly. So we are the ideal partner. So if you require any further information, or you'd like to talk to us about anything relating to tube or hydraulics or engineering in general, we'd be more than happy to talk to you. And we always welcome customers to come and look at our facilities. We're very proud of them, and we'd really like to do business with you.